This is PokeMonica Go. So this is my first time recording a video outside. It was a little bit of an experiment, really. So sorry if there's some creaks. So there's a lot of Pokemon in Manchester city centre. I managed to get to level 5 without even leaving the house, actually. But here we are, going on a PokeMonica adventure. I'm not always going to call it that, don't worry. So, I catch quite a few on this trip. This is the canal. It's got a tiny bridge drawn on the map. It looked really funny walking over this like miniature bridge. We've got a massive canal system in Manchester, and this is a part of it where they used to unload cotton from the barges into that warehouse you can see in the distance with the round windows. So this is kind of like a closed off canal area that is a docking area. I almost fell over there, you may have seen. And the water actually looks nice and peaceful. So I found a Pokemon. I don't remember what this one's called, but it's the swirly one. It kind of reminds me of Vertigo, Alfred Hitchcock, because of its hypnotic swirl. But when I was a kid, I was never a fan of Pokemon. I wasn't a collector of the cards or anything. Not sure why. I just never really got involved. But I've really been loving this app. I'm so excited for when it's like fully functioning, because it's really glitchy. So if you've not played it yet, or you've not really heard much about it, you're basically collecting Pokemon, different ones, but it's connected to Google Maps, so you have to actually leave and physically walk to different places in order to catch the Pokemon, and in order to meet certain checkpoints and pick up more Pokeballs. And the Pokeballs is what you collect the Pokemon in when you catch them. So here, that mural on the right is a checkpoint, and it's glitching, and I'm not happy that it's glitching. It's very, very glitchy. So this is a checkpoint here. So when you reach a checkpoint, you have to do like a swirl. And it tells you a little bit about the landmark as well sometimes. I got 3 Pokeballs. I like it because it's active and it makes you get outside, and that's really cool. There's not been a game like that ever, I don't think. So these are the bendy benches you can see on the left there. And I managed to get 3 Pokeballs. So this area I'm going into now is Ancoats. And it used to be a very industrial area in Manchester, and you'll still see some quite industrial warehouse looking like buildings, and some old mills that are now converted into apartments and offices. But the area now mostly has offices and apartments, it's beautiful because you have the canals and these really like old red brick buildings. And it's quite a nice peaceful part of the city. And here my boyfriend is trying to catch a pigeon with a pokeball. And he was an absolute trooper today for filming this while still trying to play. So here we go. We've got some Pokemon coming up. It's another checkpoint, which is a mill. Let's see, what have I got? Three Pokeballs. That's not bad. And it's that Psyduck. I quite like this duck. I've got too many of them now though. Go on. Got it on the second go. Not bad. I think this whole sort of bit, once you've got a Pokemon, is a little bit long-winded. 101, not bad. I think this bit's quite long-winded, so I'm hoping on the next release they'll sort of make that a bit faster. So this is a big mill, you can see on my left there, a big old mill. Walking along. Love those red doors against that building. Is anybody else playing Pokemon in Manchester? Because if you are, I feel like we'll probably run into each other at some point. I've come to really not like that floppy fish one. There are so many of them about. There's almost too many of them about. But that's the point, I guess. CP10. There's not really a lot to it. Oh, the star one. I got it. And yeah, getting quite the collection. I like it when you've gone to a checkpoint, it turns like bright pinky purple, like you can see on there. It's a really nice colour that it changes to. I think we make a pit stop here for some coffee in this place. It's called Ancoats Coffee House in the Royal Mill. And there's an amazing little coffee shop in there. There's lots of things nearby. We needed coffee for the journey. A really cool place. There's an indoor courtyard out there you can sort of see. And now this is sort of in Ancoats area. A bit further on now is a kind of square plaza area that's quite nice. Not the sort of morbid looking thing to my right, but this area here in front is quite good for skating and there's a lot of nice flat ground. But this is like quite a recently built square. I think they built it maybe 3-4 years ago. Oh, and there's wooden benches of a really cool texture. Now you can get a 360 sort of view of this square with a big church as well. So this is one of my favourite pieces of street art by Alice. And this is Edge Street, and there's absolutely loads of Pokemon on this street. We're gonna get quite a lot here. And there were loads of people playing it as well. We met so many people just playing Pokemon Go around town. It was really nice. I enjoyed it a lot. It's like a really nice little community forming around it. Oh, it was a Jigglypuff there. Got it. Oh, there's another one. Is that like squirrel something it's called? I find it hard to remember all their names, but I'm sure they'll start sinking in eventually. So that's it. Thanks for watching.